little bit ago. Cassie Nall is here in the Weather Center breaking down those storms and talking about what we could see tomorrow even. Hey, Cassie.
We've got big changes on the way for tomorrow. So let's start with what we've got had going on through the day today, how we got to where we are right now, and then what you can expect for your Sunday, the second day of 2022. Hopefully it's not going to be as necessarily busy as today was weather-wise, but it's certainly going to be as memorable, I think, for a lot of folks. So today we had a high of 77 degrees. That was a record high for the date, and it also ties the all-time warmest temperature ever recorded in the month of January. So big deal that we hit 77 degrees this afternoon. Because of that spring-like instability, we had spring-like storms today, and a tornado watch still remains in effect for these counties shaded in red. Now, I know that banner says 3 a.m., but the Storm Prediction Center is gradually trimming counties out as the threat disappears. So we will not be under this tornado watch until 3 a.m. here in East Tennessee. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're going to trim the rest of us out of it in the very near future here, because that threat for severe storms continues to decrease this evening. We still have very heavy rain, though, and some strong gusty winds, with a line extending from up near Rogersville back through Whitesburg into Jefferson City, Dandridge, Kodak, Sevierville, Seymour. It's going to be getting into Gatlinburg in just a little bit. Maryville is there now. Townsend is going to be heading into your area and back down into Tallahassee. These are the areas that have had the strongest winds down into parts of McMinn and Monroe counties. And again, all of this moving off to the east-northeast at about 30 to 35 miles per hour. So dumping very heavy rain as it does so. And there's more heavy rain with a secondary band, no strong storms, back near the Nashville area. So if you're already seeing high water with those rivers, those creeks and streams rising now, they're going to continue to do that overnight tonight. If you live in kind of a flood-prone area, you may want to give that water some time to recede before you hit the roads tomorrow morning. We're going to again see that rain lasting through a lot of the night. Then tomorrow we have mostly dry conditions for the first half of the day, and then colder air starts to move in. There's that cold air back off to the west right now. It's 9 degrees in Kansas City with a wind chill of -8. A very sharp distinction between spring and winter. And guess what season we're supposed to be in right now? In the winter. So it's going to feel shockingly cooler tomorrow once that cold air starts to move in. So let's pick up your futurecast tomorrow morning. Again, mostly dry conditions into the probably early to mid-afternoon time frame. Then another frontal boundary slips in. Rain redevelops along that boundary, and we'll see another chance of rain showers as we go into our Sunday evening. But with that colder air coming in, we'll start to see the transition from rain over to a wintry mix over to snow on our plateau counties, probably by around sunrise. If you're from around this area, you know it takes a while for that cold air to get up and over the edge of the plateau. So if you're in the valley and you're looking at your watch and you're like, it's after sunset, you're not going to have snowflakes around or after sunset in the valley. It's going to take a while for that cold air to get here, probably closer to around midnight. But yes, we will all eventually see the transition over to the wintry side of things overnight Sunday night. Into early Monday morning, when you head out the door, there probably won't be snow on the ground in your area because the ground is very warm. For that reason, we don't expect to have road impacts unless you're in the highest elevations of the mountains, and get ready to grab those jackets too. Temperatures will stay steady in about the mid-50s through the early afternoon. Then I said that front comes through, the cold air finally gets over the plateau, and temperatures take a nosedive. Preliminary snowfall totals for tomorrow. Keep in mind, the ground is warm. So, and models are having a very higher time with this. If I showed you the extremes between these models, it would go from almost nothing to multiple inches of snow. So we're going to settle with what is the most likely thing, considering how warm our ground is, about a ½ inch to a full inch of accumulation on grassy and elevated surfaces, not on the roads, on grassy and elevated surfaces in the plateau and up into southeast Kentucky. In the valley, obviously, usually more of a question mark, more of a dusting probably for the southern valley, again, only on grassy and elevated surfaces, and it won't last long. Probably closer to trace to full inch in our northern valley areas, depending on how that moisture moves out of here, how quickly the cold air gets here. And in the mountains, they're going to be so beautiful on Monday morning, and I want all of your pictures. We're going to have 1 to 3 inches or more of snow in the highest elevations of the mountains. It is going to be winter again on Monday. Then we quickly are back up above average for Tuesday and Wednesday, with the next weather system coming through on Thursday, which also shows the potential for wintry weather on the back side. So it looks like we've moved into a more typical January pattern beginning tomorrow.